Hello, Mega Dimension. Back for another video. Last time we finished the event for the war dance. And now I'm just gonna do Yunli's story quest, because right there. And, before I do the new Trailblaze quest that came out. So I'm gonna do this first. I quite like how she has no shoes. I don't know. Seeing it just makes me want to touch them. Does that sound wrong? I want to touch her feet. I'm not even a feet person. I just want to touch them. They just make it look so nice.
Ever since March started learning swordplay from Yan Cheng and Yun Li, her voice has been absent on the Express. I wonder how well she's progressing. Where has she been these days?
Huh? How do you see March having? She didn't turn for Baptist. Why? Why don't you just message her? She is never replying to my messages. No, all you see are no use. Another legal guardian. First, I know. They're not there. You can find out. Too many names, can't remember. I just ordered to instructor, and always does so. She can skip class, but I can't skip my duty. You can talk with your child's behavior keep me up. How about this? You come find me. I'll wait for you. Actually, let me see. Let me see. I can yeah, I don't think I need you actually.
Like always, Don Hung? Let's make this quick.
Then you can actually, because I already have a this. So where are you? Switch. Just go to the reservation. Yeah. What's for? Yeah, I know. Alright, do that and now then. Time to Ultram Alley. Alright. I'm surprised like March 7th actually skipped class. I thought she was enjoying it. Yeah, I did that event. I don't know, that event didn't seem important, so I used to probably not going to upload it. Probably. Maybe the first part. I'm thinking about it.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, Shorty.
I was looking around before you got here. I already looked everywhere, but March 7th is nowhere to be found.
So no need looking cute. So don't need to keep looking for March 7th?
Nope. Let's just assume she successfully skipped class. Actually, she's been quite diligent in her swordplay practice and hasn't taken many breaks lately. I think she deserved. Besides, I used to skip classes even more than her back when I was still learning. If I was in the mood, I could train for 3 days straight. But if I wasn't in the mood, none of my seniors could find me.
Oh, so well, that's surprising come for you. I thought you were in nurse class.
So, I can understand where she's come.
Was I should learn it from our master?
Don't make excuses for her. Since you're here, let me treat you to some tasty food. I'm more interested in you today.
Me? Interested in what?
Let's walk and talk.
Alright. Good thing.
Lingsha told me there's tasty food in Arum Alley. Let's go there.
Dumplings and steamed buns. The buns are huge.
A table for two, please.
All right, come on in. What would you like?
Well, we'll have...
The entire menu?
Do you think it'll be enough?
Sure, you won't finish it all.
don't worry. There are two of us.
Uni looks you are confidently. Oh wow. This is like that trope in anime where those small characters eat like a bunch. I was like the same. I'm not short though. I am not short. I'm just 5'7".
Well, then I'll start making a few dishes, and if you need more, just let me know.
Thank you.
Do you usually eat a lot?
Yeah. I mean, not too much, actually. Grandpa said to never be stingy when it comes to making friends. So, how big is your appetite?
Mice is a vomit fit.
Ah, then eat to your heart's content.
Are you sure we don't need to look for more stuff?
No, I've thought about it. She deserves a day off.
Do you say you're interested in me?
Well, to be more precise, I'm interested in your sword. Yanqing mentioned you before. He said that you're not to be underestimated, and that your weapon has a unique shape. So I've always been curious about your sword. How the weight is distributed, what material it's made of, whether it contains any special ingenia, and what kind of sword type.
It's not a sword, it's a baseball bat. Alright, it's not special. Alright.
Seriously? A bat?
Are you disappointed?
Just the opposite. This is fascinating.
Oh, it isn't now. Wow, what makes it so fascinating? Your face is below like your muscle. Perhaps you in the second scene selects Parson, Welt, and Pom Pom before Yunli's gaze.
So, it really is a baseball bat.
Oh, so that's how it looks up close.
Grandpa said that a sword doesn't have to be constrained by its shape. So, in a sense, your bat is a sword too. He also said that a weapon mimics its master. So, your bat actually reflects your habits and nature, you know?
I'm worried about it now. And first off, how's that considered a sword?
Let me guess. You're someone who doesn't follow the rules, enjoys improvising, and can handle yourself well against tough foes. Am I right?
Are you really secretly filming me?
Amazing, right? And I bet you always say something silly like, rules are made to be broken.
Oh gosh, hearing someone else say it's so funny.
I've come across so many sword wielders who acted all righteous and moral, but were really just liars. Their swords always told the truth, though. They told me that their wielders were just a bunch of frauds who relied on their divine weapons for everything. I've hunted down hundreds of swords like this so far, and every single one of them has been melted down.
Hey, you take people's swords of force, melt them down?
Yes, but only for those who cross the line. Melting their swords is my way of protecting those weapons, but just looking at a sword is not enough. Grandpa always says, words and expressions can be deceiving, but in a fight to the death, a sword's movements never lie. The war dance is just around the corner. You'll be participating, right?
Miss Yunli, for talented sword masters like you, the war dance is a perfect opportunity to show off your skills. But for people like her who have already made significant contributions to the Xianzhou, they maybe don't need to. It has been a while, Miss Nameless.
And you are?
And you are... Man's Yukong's secretary.
I suppose busy people have short memories. Please let me introduce myself. I'm Shi Kui, one of the secretaries serving the Helmmaster Yukong. I apologize for interrupting your conversation. I happened to hear you discussing the war dance. And since this person is an old acquaintance, I thought I'd come and say hello.
Are you hosting a guest, miss? Shikoi?
Yes, with the war dance approaching, many guests from afar are pouring in. Mr. Pavo here is one of them. He's from the distant planet Kalevala. Mr. Pavo's planet recently joined the Pan-Cosmic Trade System. He brought his delegation here this time, not only for business, but also to return something that belongs.
Miss Shikwe, the word gift is perhaps more fitting than return. While it did once belong to the Xianzhou, we faced many tribulations to be able to deliver it here, so it should be considered a gift.
I apologize for my poor choice of words. Mr. Pavo's delegation brought a legendary Xianzhou sword that had been lost for centuries.
I like she didn't even turn to look at them. She was just like standing there like so straight. Face is so funny.
General Huayan plans to personally thank them at the Palace Astrum and present the sword as a prize to the champion of the war dance. Mr. Pavo and I were actually on our way there. Since you two were talking so enthusiastically about the war dance, maybe you'd be interested in joining us at the palace?
Talk to Pablo. Where's Pablo? Talk to Yunli. Alright. I can talk to Pablo. I'm quite interested who you are.
Nice to meet you both. The journey to the Xianzhou Lafu wasn't an easy one, but the scenery here is worth it. It's completely different from my homeland. Once the formalities at the Palace of Astrum are finished, I'll find a quiet spot on this street and plant a seedling. And then my... the Sword of Heroes will finally be returned to its rightful owners. I couldn't be happier.
Let's talk about Cavelia.
Oh, you're interested in my home planet? That's great. Your Excellency is welcome to visit us at any time. Even though the trade route just opened, it still might take around 200 system hours to get there from Pier Point. But our planet is really great. Sure, it's a bit cold and the food is a bit repetitive and our houses aren't as fancy as those on Pier Point, but that doesn't matter. We've discovered massive supernium deposits, and we're on the path to prosperity.
Let's talk about the sword.
Oh, you mean the Mieka Kivesa? It's an incredible sword. That weapon helped the legendary heroes of my homeland slay demons, and is highly revered. It also has the power to choose monarchs. All the ancient kings of Kalevala received a sign from the sword, showing they were worthy to rule the land. According to tradition, each monarch would plunge the sword into a stone, and only a hero recognized by the sword could pull it out and ascend to the throne next.
King Arthur? The sword can actually appoint worthy monarchs?
Well, those are just legends from the past. No one today has witnessed it firsthand.
Why don't you keep the sword yourselves?
Well, times have changed, and now that we have a council in place, the idea of a sword crowning a king has become a joke. Besides, it wasn't a native of Kalevala who last pulled out the sword and recognized its connection to the Xianzhou ship. It was a visitor from afar. While the sword holds great historical significance for Kalevala, it doesn't truly belong to our world. The old-timers on council had a heated debate about whether to return the sword. They eventually unanimously agreed to let the Mieka Kivesa return to where it truly belongs. That's the best possible outcome.
I'm going to witness its return to.
Wonderful. It's an honor to have so many people witness the sword's homecoming.
Alright, let's talk to Yunli.
Let's head to the Palace of Astrum together.
I'd love to take a look at that sword too.
I know, right? Thanks to March 7th skipping class, we get to join in on the fun. Grandpa always asks me to go look at swords with him, but he hasn't said anything about this one. It's really weird, but now that we're invited, let's go and check it out.
I think that sword is like King Arthur. I wonder.
Dumplings and
Though,
steamed
wouldn't it be better like if they
buns
have
are
like
huge.
those
Just a
swords
few
that
and
like
you'll be full.
cause they're both historical significance in this situation. Should be like more like I don't know. They both share it. Like they both share the sword. You know, it's more like it's not just because it's more like cultural things. Or that one of them can, or maybe the Shinjo should have the original and the other one just have a replica. I think they'll be more better. Also, I'm mainly just looking too into it of a fucking anime game, not fucking politics of the real world.
It's still early. Where to now?
There you are. Come on. Let's go to the ceremony together.
Let's go. Wait, isn't this that? Oh wait, that's Argentine. It's like a lance.
Please allow me to offer a sincere compliment, my fair lady. Your beauty is as pure as a... Well, if it isn't my dear friend. Glad to meet you again.
Who is this weird...
I am Argenti, a member of the Knights of Beauty. I was invited as a part of the Kalevala delegation to escort the legendary Mieka Kivesa back to the Cienjo.
Oh.
May I have the honor?
My name is Yunli.
What a beautiful name. I wonder if you have ever heard the holy name of the pure and flawless goddess Adrilla.
Oh, you're here, Yunli. Didn't expect you to be so well informed. Well, now that you're here, don't forget your manners.
Manners. Come on. You won't find an...
Well, just remember this is a very serious ceremony. Sorry for keeping you waiting, Mr. Pavo. Now, let the sword gifting ceremony begin.
Before the ceremony officially commences, I want to express my gratitude to the Knight Argenti. Thank you for enlightening us about the sword's origin and for escorting it here safely. On behalf of the Kalevalan delegation, I, Pavel Kalistaya, am here to return the legendary Miek.
I'm truly grateful for Kalevala's noble act of returning the sword and for the Knight of Beauty's chivalry. Now, as we gather here on the Cienjo Lahu, I officially welcome Mieka Kivesa. It's a fitting name for a sword with such a legendary past. I still remember the name engraved on this sword the day it was forged. Gu Yin. It was forged by Han Guang, a craftsman from the Zhu Ming's Flame Wheel Forge.
Gu Yun.
Wait. Hangguang?
Although its blade is worn and cracked, its essence remains as resilient as the Cienjo Cloud Knights. All it needs is some repairs and polishing by the skilled craftsmen of the Artisanship Commission to regain its former glory.
She knows him?
I've decided to entrust this sword, Gu Yin, to the Lawfu Artisanship Commission for restoration. Furthermore, it will serve as the prize for the champion of the Lawfu War Dance. This sword will be wielded against abominations to protect our homeland and live up to the mission of the Kalevalan delegation that returned it from so far away.
Thank you, General. It is an honor for Kalevala.
Now, esteemed knight and delegation members, please head to the Artisanship Commission, where...
No! This...
Yunli! These esteemed guests have brought back your father's work. Where are your manners?
Oh, I didn't realize this sword was actually forged by your father. Returning it to its rightful owner is,
Grandpa, give me that cursed sword right now! I'll melt away the remnants of that man's curse once and for all!
Calm down, Yuli.
Don't be rude, Yunli. Apologize to our esteemed guests.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making a scene. But I have to melt down this cursed sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands.
Oh. Wow, this is getting deep. Like, oh wow. Alright, let me see. I won't read this again. I want to. That old man.
Yunli, please. This is exactly why I didn't want Yunli to know about this. I didn't want to create trouble, but trouble found its way here anyway. Perhaps it really is divine intervention. Could you, please, keep an eye on Yunli for me?
Sure thing, I'll make sure she doesn't get into trouble. Yeah, I'm worried about her.
That is a tall order, but I'm counting on you. I apologize for the unfortunate interruption. Let us move on with the ceremony.
I verbally Huan to depart the palace of Azure to Yunli.
Unless I'm mistaken, Yunli should be around here somewhere.
Yeah, she's not that far. Yeah, you're still short. Observe a bit more.
Stop watching me. And
Poor thing, are you crying?
did Grandpa send you to look for me? I bet he did.
Actually, I'm here because I care about you.
Really? Thank you. Just so you know, I'm here just waiting for the perfect moment to snatch that sword. And once I have it, I'll melt it down before anyone can react. Don't even think about stopping me. No one can stop me.
You think I'm not gonna let you cause more trouble? No one can help you if you don't see what's going on.
Grandpa sent you here. Surely he doesn't want you to help me. Have you heard of cursed swords? That sword is one.
Huh. So, a sword that has been cursed? Or corrupted? Yeah, same thing.
I guess that's what it means. Literally, a cursed sword lets anyone, even a complete novice, wield it with insane skill. Just by holding the hilt, even the weakest rookie can brandish it with incredible speed and strength.
So we're kind of for that kind of encouraging just one day.
I'm not joking around. And I'm not making up some crazy. While a cursed sword grants instant abilities to its wielder, it comes at a cost. It's like continuously adding fuel to the forge. With each swing, the sword drains the wielder's blood and essence. Day by day, the fuel will run out, leaving nothing but an empty husk. Soon enough, there will no longer be a person wielding a sword, but a mindless, killing machine, consumed by bloodlust and murderous thoughts.
That sounds oddly. Sounds like being possessed by Heliobus?
Oh, so you're familiar with Heliobi. That makes this much easier to explain. There was a lunatic swordsmith who infused metal blades with Heliobi, as he was obsessed with turning weapons into living things. And this is how cursed swords were made.
So, Gunyun is one of those cursed swords. So you far sealed a heal device inside of that sword?
I know. I shouldn't have caused a scene at the sword gifting ceremony. But I've thought this through. If I don't make a fuss now, that cursed sword will cause a whole lot more trouble. So it's better if it's me causing the trouble. By the way, aren't they supposed to be taking the sword to the Artisanship Commission for repairs? Why haven't they come out yet? Any ideas?
Maybe there's other ways out of the paths of Astrium.
Looks like they're not going to show up here. I'll just head straight to the Artisanship Commission. It doesn't matter why Grandpa chose that sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands. I'll track down every single sword he forged and melt them down one after another. Just like I've been doing all these years. I have to go now.
Is she planning to sneak into the Artisanship Commission and steal that sword? Maybe I should keep an eye on her.
Yeah. Alright. Just follow her, I guess.
The Artisanship Commission is so big. Where could she be?
Oh wait, oh yeah, I got that. Wait, what was the thing again? Okay. Alright, scared.
Just a while ago, a girl came up to me, all fierce and demanding directions. She said she's a member of the Artisanship Commission. Do you know her?
No idea who she is. If she really works here, how can she not know her way around?
Was she carrying a massive sword?
Yeah, she wasn't big at all. But that weapon of hers was pretty intimidating.
She was in a hurry, heading straight for the Artisanship Commission, and I didn't want to ask too many questions.
She said something like, "I'm a member of the Artisanship Commission. Where do you keep your precious stuff?"
Oh wow.
I got scared and pointed her toward Master Gongshu's warehouse, where he stores his arumatons.
Wait, why did you give her directions? What if she's planning to steal something?
Let's cut the chase. Where did she go?
Where else? Like I said, she was headed straight for the warehouse, where all the valuable arumatons...
Yeah, that place is filled with Master Gongshu's precious arumatons. I bet they'll give her a hard...
Alright, okay.
Will of Preservation.
I did not want to press up. Oh well. Huh. Let me see. Alrighty. Oh, that puzzle's still there. Huh.
Will of Preservation.
I didn't want to press that, dang it.
What are you doing here? Look, if I get into trouble...
Is that really the time to talk about that?
Fine. Let's smash these metal cans first. Then we can talk.
Commencing pacification.
Right on time.
The good thing I have here is that makes it more story accurate. That I really can't deal with most of the ones the questions. I don't have them.
Celestial Dragon. Break!
We have to fight?
Why, of course.
Somebody help me!
Alright, let's do this.
I'll melt you all down. Pulverizing sword strike.
hold on. I need to heal though. Alright, let me see.
Awaken, dormant scales.
Alright.
Delve, hidden moon. World cleansing dragon.
Clouds severing mountains. I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
And nope, I can't heal. Great.
Get them!
Lance at the ready. Ha!
The outcome lies within the self, not the sword. Rock shattering slash.
Oh dang.
Heaven's Surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
We have to fight.
And
Why,
still,
of
I can't
course.
really heal anyone.
Somebody help me!
The haywire.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Give me strength. Don't come any closer.
Move aside, amateurs. Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all. Commencing pacification.
Awaken, dormant scales. Delve, hidden moon. World cleansing dragon.
Lower your weapon. Treasonous.
Alright.
Heaven's Surge. Celestial dragon. Break!
Okay.
Get them.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Oh yeah. Anyway, alright, let's see. Let's change the
Oh, the Express has been a lifeline. Time to return the favor. No need to worry, Hua Hua. The work.
Alright.
What?
Alright, there we go.
Commencing pacification.
Everything is ordained by the star. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give
there
these
we go.
trailblazers your blessing.
Do not be afraid. Heaven's Surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
Alright.
Don't need this style. I don't remember inviting you. A gift from the stars. Somebody help me!
I sense a storm.
Okay, let's see.
Fights are like gambling. You have to choose. Who's the lucky one today?
Delve hidden moon. World cleansing dragon.
Do we have to fight?
And I can't heal.
Why, of course. Get them.
Heaven's Surge. Celestial Dragon. Break!
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
And yeah, retreat.
Lower your weapon.
Here we go. Yeah,
Do not be afraid.
good thing I got saved. that,
Heaven's Surge.
you know?
Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
A guest with no manners, huh? A gift from the stars. Naughty children, don't listen. You're in bad shape.
Commencing pacification. Treasonous.
I wish not to use this strength. Awaken dormant scales.
Okay, here we go.
Delve hidden moon. World cleansing dragon.
Look at the draw. Please, 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 please. Looks like victory! Everything is ordained by the star. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. Who's the lucky one today? Time for a shot. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Do not fret.
Alright.
Savor the vigor of life.
Heaven's Surge. Celestial dragon. Break!
Better late than never.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I sense a storm.
Alright.
Gotcha! That's a set!
Fantastic.
Luke.
Golly. Okay. Too tough. Oh,
Asta! Here's the key. Gotta go now. Bye.
yeah. There's no fire, so.
No need to worry, Hua Hua. The workday zip.
No, actually, let's do you.
Having you here gives me peace of mind.
And then.
day's fortune is.
Alright, there we go.
What?
Commencing pacification.
Do not be afraid. Heaven's surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
Don't need this style. I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Demons, depart!
Do not fret.
Yeah, there we go. And
Lower your weapon.
Look.
I wish not to use this strength. Awaken, dormant scales. Delve, hidden moon. World-cleansing dragon.
Criminal. Get them.
I'm probably gonna die,
Luck
honestly.
of the draw. Please, 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 please. Looks like victory!
Or not.
Better late than never.
You can still walk away.
Which
I won't go easy on you.
Look,
I'm fine.
wait for the tiles before you start counting.
Calm your body and mind.
I sense a storm.
Somebody help me!
Commencing pacification.
Don't come any closer!
Move aside, amateurs. Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
You know nothing of the weight behind this. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Treasonous.
Look,
yeah, death.
gotcha! Don't need this style.
I won't go easy on you.
This is. Yeah, I'm not progressing.
Lower your weapon.
I don't have anything to do with it. That's the only
Do
match
not be afraid.
I can do.
Heaven's surge.
Let's do some.
Celestial dragon. Break!
Do we have to fight?
Why, of course.
Demons, depart!
Do not fret.
Leave the rest to me. Stand down.
Commencing pacification.
I'm gonna hold everyone back
Awaken,
again.
dormant scales. Delve, hidden moon. world-cleansing dragon.
Criminal. Get that!
Better late than never. Fights are like gambling. You have to choose what time for the payout. Luck of the draw. Please, 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 please. Looks like victory!
Like, what level are they? Because they're so fucking powerful. 75. And they're all like 77 for this one. Alright, no wonder.
Calm your body and mind.
Your thought!
Do we have to fight?
Why, of course.
Somebody help me! That's a set. Wait for the tiles before you start counting.
So,
I won't go easy on you.
Lower your weapon.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
yeah.
Give me strength.
Do not fret.
Don't need this style.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Calm your body and mind.
Treasonous.
Wow.
You know nothing of the weight
That
behind
was
this.
lucky.
Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
I wish not to use the strength. Oh, Grace.
Do we have to fight?
Why, of course.
Demons, depart! Tasty. Don't come any closer!
Then do that. Or
Aside,
buff me.
amateurs. Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Yeah. You could.
Awaken, dormant scales. Delve, hidden moon. World-cleansing dragon.
Better late than never. Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when to strike.
You can still walk away. Stand down.
Give me strength. Tasty.
Okay.
Commencing pacification.
Luke. Luck of the draw.
Yeah, this will break the
Please,
shield a
please,
bit.
please, please, please. Looks like victory!
Leave the rest to me.
That's a set.
Huh, fantastic. Yeah, it's almost dead, so.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Yeah.
Do not fret.
Lower your weapon. Criminal.
Though Mr. Yang almost has
You
like
can
can still walk away.
His energy, like, completely.
I won't go easy on you.
Huh. Well. Yeah, keep doing it. So he's like. Yeah, right. Let's see.
Oh, better late than never.
That was fantastic.
Move aside, amateurs. Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Oh, I thought, Okay, here we go.
Awaken, dormant scales. Delve, hidden moon. World-cleansing dragon. Your thought!
Leave the rest. You know nothing of the weight behind. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. Stand down.
There we go.
Give me strength. Tasty.
Grace. I sense a storm.
Alright.
Calm your body and mind.
Don't need this style. Look at the draw.
And yeah, they'll break the shit.
Please, 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 please. Looks like victory!
Yeah, these guys are always like fucking a pain.
Maybe I can do this.
And it's like they're a bit higher level than me, then you know.
Commencing pacification.
I wish not to use the strength.
Oh, finally.
That was the last of them. Thank you. This place is heavily guarded. But there's nothing but arumatons. Seems like not even those craftsmen know where the arsenal is. At this rate, we won't find anything. And Grandpa might take me away before I can do any... You're not really here to help me.
Yeah. Isn't just your Honestly, I don't know what is the right option here. You know this curse isn't just your problem. So which one? Do the second one? Yeah, sure. What is it?
No. It's not. Grandpa made a promise to the delegation, and going back on his word would tarnish his reputation and make things difficult for the Lofu. But leaving that cursed sword here will also make things difficult for the Lofu. So all things considered, the best outcome is for me to melt that sword down and take all the blame. You probably think I'm being impulsive and unreasonable.
Well, I just feel like you're too obsessed with Chris. So you're self-aware after all.
Hey, I'm not always like this. It's all because of that cursed sword.
Why don't you just tell me everything?
Look, I owe you an explanation, but this isn't the best place to talk. We need to find somewhere else. Let me be clear, though. I'm still pretty riled up. This is just a temporary break. I already told you about Guyan. The sword that was returned during the ceremony. It's a cursed sword, with a heliobus inside. And Hongguang, the swordsmith who forged it, is my father. I rarely mention his name to anyone other than Grandpa. Maybe, like you said, I've been avoiding having to talk about him. But as long as my mission to hunt down cursed swords continues, it's impossible to avoid the topic forever. For some reason, I feel like I can open up to you. Honestly, I don't remember much about him. All I know is that the Flame Wheel Forge used to be a bustling place, with people from all over coming to get one of his swords. They called him the greatest master craftsman since Yingxing.
Oh, Yingxing. Wow.
I didn't catch all the details, but I do remember seeing him forge those amazing swords, while the visitors watched with smiles on their faces. I used to believe that craftsmen brought happiness to others. The swords crafted by the Flame Wheel Forge are famed across the stars. They possess exceptional sharpness and invincibility. With these legendary weapons, even ordinary people can become skilled warriors, capable of overcoming the most formidable opponents. But then, he became obsessed with becoming a famed swordsmith, and started crossing all sorts of lines. He forged cursed swords that should never exist. And all those people who desired those twisted swords started flooding into the palace. However, just like Grandpa said, those who excel with the sword will eventually suffer by it. The palace was overrun with visitors from afar. Some left empty-handed. Others got swords that didn't fulfill their desires. And some even resorted to stealing. And in the midst of all the chaos my father created, he ended up being stabbed by one of the swords he forged.
Okay.
It was so sudden and unexpected. Everything went silent for a moment. All I could hear was the sound of bones breaking and blood pouring out. I was frozen in place, unable to move. It was only when my mother pushed me away from the deadly swing of the cursed sword that I managed to escape. I don't remember much after that, except for the pounding of my heart and the sound of my own gasps of breath. I could hear the smiths in the Flame Wheel Forge shouting, "Run away, Yunli!" And the screams of agony. My tears wouldn't stop. And I couldn't see anything. I kept gasping for air until I collapsed in a pool of blood. If General Huayan hadn't arrived in time, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you now. After that, General Huayan took me in and treated me like his own granddaughter. To me, he is 100 times better than my sinful father. He taught me forging and swordsmanship. Hongguang paid for his sins, but his troubled legacy must not go unchecked. According to the records, he forged a total of 1,382 heliobus cursed swords, and 182 of them had unique designs.
Wow, that's a lot.
When I joined the Flamewheel Forge for training, I made a vow to hunt down all those cursed swords. So far, I found 312 of them. And Guyun will be my 300. Like all the other cursed swords, I'll separate it from the heliobus. Then, I'll melt it down and make it part of the Blade of Forged Remnants. I've said my piece now. Even though it'll be tough for Grandpa.
But the delegation calls it the Sword of Heroes.
Those travelers who came seeking Hongguang's swords all came in the name of justice and honor. Most of those so-called great heroes were heartless killers. They are only called heroes because they won. Many of the cursed swords I've destroyed had honorable and grand names too. A legendary sword and a butcher's knife are often just different ways of describing the same. Somehow, after talking to you, I'll have an honest conversation with Grandpa tomorrow. And I won't take any action against Guyun until he gives me his reasons.
Don't forget to apologize in general.
Yeah. I shouldn't have done that in a public... Anyway, thank you. We'll catch up tomorrow.
I should go back to the Palace of Astrum and tell General Huayan what happened at the Artisanship Commission.
Alright, yeah.
Just thinking about work gives me a full-body migraine.
Oh gosh. I wonder how much time left. Oh yeah. Yeah, it seems decent enough. Anyways, that's changes.
Like always, Don Hung?
Hello, hi, Wyan.
My granddaughter didn't cause any trouble, did she, young?
You explain Yunli's situation to Wyan.
Sorry for all this trouble. Yunli told you quite a bit. Now it's time for this old man to tell my side of the story. Han Guang was my beloved disciple. A rare genius not seen in the Pyrogyre Forge since Yingxing. However, talent can sometimes be a curse. He had an unusual fervor for forging, and he dreamed of forging a sword with self-awareness that surpassed that of humans. He believed it would make warriors invincible without any training.
Yeah, I can see that where the problem lies there.
According to him, while weapons of mass destruction like Zhu-Ming flames and alchemical arrows can destroy many enemies, true victory lies with soldiers who fearlessly fight, ready to lay their lives. Usually, Xianzhou swordsmiths infuse a basic level of awareness into their swords to make them easier to wield. But even then, soldiers need to experience countless battles to overcome fear and sharpen their instincts.
So he thought using heal by to absorb emotions.
By infusing heliobi into swords, he managed to forge weapons that could grant their wielders strength and valor, and even make decisions for them. However, weapons are different from regular tools. They are meant to kill, plain and simple. After countless battles, all the anger, fear, and bloodlust are soaked up by the heliobi within the swords. The soldiers wielding them not only gain strength, but they also become consumed by the malice, turning them into puppets possessed by the swords. No matter how noble Hongguan's intentions were, Those weapons,
Oh, there's a
soaked
chest
in
there. I
blood,
didn't see that.
turned into cursed swords eventually. Later, Outworlders got wind of what he was doing and encouraged him to keep forging cursed swords. They came up with all sorts of reasons, from taking back their kingdoms to slaying demons. And you know what happened next. That massacre took her parents' lives, and the lives of many craftsmen in the Flame Wheel Forge. Yunli managed to survive, but she couldn't escape the horrors of that day.
And that's why you didn't want her to see that sword?
Yes. I don't want her to spend her whole life trapped under her father's shadow. She doesn't deserve to carry the weight of his mistakes. Despite her vow to hunt down and wipe out all cursed swords, fulfilling that vow requires immense effort. Traversing the starry seas in search of the swords is like finding a needle in a haystack. And to reclaim those swords, she has to duel the bloodthirsty wielders, teetering on the edge of life and death. She has taken back over 300 cursed swords, and has suffered the same number of fatal wounds. I took her in to give her a chance at a normal childhood, not to send her on a sword-hunting journey. Even if she manages to melt down all the cursed swords one day, what will she do with her life after?
Does this sword really contain the Helibus?
Gu Yin is indeed one of the cursed swords forged by Han Guang. Very few swordsmiths could use Heliobai as forging material, and Han Guang was one of them. His attempt came at a terrible cost.
Yuli plans to talk to you tomorrow.
I thought this sword could be an opportunity. I wanted to tell her that her father wasn't all evil, that even the man she resents so much managed to forge a true sword of heroes. I also wanted to find a chance to tell her about the history and origin of this sword, but not during the ceremony. As you saw, it wasn't a good time. I've instructed the Artisanship Commission to keep the sword safe in the arsenal. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask the people.
She can calm down now. Well, she tries to.
Since my granddaughter mentioned talking to me tomorrow, I'll be waiting for her. By the way, you watched over her for quite some time. You must be exhausted, aren't you?
I really like her. Never gets tiring.
I'll be counting on you then.
Time to go back and find that class skipping March 7th.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this story because on March 7th. If it wasn't for her, then this would never happened. It's so funny. Cascade. Sipping milk tea and gossiping step out, and the next day arrived. Oh, Gonshu? What's the matter? Do you suspect me? Questioning. But you did attend the Sorghum in the past aspect. facts. Clear, but we consider a suspect. A young girl who broke. Alright, no chat. I'll see you with the Artemisship Commission. Wow. Dang, how did I get into this mess? Yeah, I remember that. I remember that was quite fun. Well, I was. Alright. I remember. I think I had to fight the Knight of Beauty. Argenti. I think you had to fight him. Also, I don't know how that'll work.
All right, everyone is here. It's time for questions.
Yunli, I'm sure you understand.
Yeah? But...
I can vouch for her.
Now is not the time to use your reputation like that. If we don't recover the sword, we will be breaking our promise to the Lawfu and betraying the delegation. We're counting on you to find the truth, Official Dahao.
Yes. It's my duty to thoroughly investigate the case. Even though Yunli is firm in her words, we can't just rely on her testimony.
After everything, the sword still got...
In this case of Gu Yun's theft, everyone involved seems suspicious to some extent. Miss Yunli is the first. During the sword gifting ceremony, Yunli openly expressed her intention to steal the sword. She even mentioned it multiple times. After the ceremony, she broke into the Artisanship Commission and destroyed Arumatons in an attempt to get the sword.
That's true.
The Realm Keeping Commission inspected the arsenal where Gu Yun was stored, and there were no signs of forced entry through the doors or windows. The only possible entrance or exit.
As if the lock room mystery. It's like a lock room murder mystery.
Hey! It's just a theft. The box containing Gu Yun was opened and the sword went missing. But none of the other swords in the room were touched. Which means...
The suspect knew about the box and sword. The theft was planned in advance.
Yeah, I don't think it was stolen on a whim.
Exactly. The suspect had a clear motive and took only Gu Yun. So, besides the ceremony participants, only the delegation members had access to the sword.
Could it be someone from the delegation stole the sword?
In that case, why would they return it to the Xianzhou in the first place?
Not everyone in the delegation has the same idea?
That makes sense. The delegation, led by the Knight of Beauty, delivered the sword to the Artisanship Commission. The craftsmen who received it testified that they didn't take anything from the arsenal.
Argenti stole the sword.
Argenti? Oh, that Knight of Beauty.
The way he says it.
He was with the delegation when they handed over the sword to the Artisanship Committee. You might not know, but he's the one who recognized the sword's origin on Kalevala and escorted it back to the Xianzhou. In other words, he's the one who made it possible for the sword to come home.
I am surprised he's actually not all that stuff.
So, he wouldn't have gone through all that trouble to bring it to the Lawfu if he wanted to keep the sword for himself, right?
Could it be that certain craftsman who stole that sword?
Master Gongshu checked the work records, and I questioned all the craftsmen and apprentices who were on shift at the time. But I didn't find any suspicious individuals.
Could it be that I stole the sword?
So? Did you steal it?
No, I didn't.
Then stop joking around.
I can prove that she came to me after leaving the Artisanship Commission, so she couldn't have stolen the sword.
Put it simply, not everyone who's seen the sword has been to the Artisanship Commission, and not everyone who might want the sword has seen it. So...
I didn't steal this...
Well, when you've eliminated the impossible, Whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
No, this isn't the remaining possibility. I think we might be missing something here.
If you want to prove me wrong, you'd better come up with some solid evidence.
Let me gather my thoughts. I need to help Yunli clear her name.
Okay, there's a...
Did we miss any clues?
Okay, that's Master Ganshu. Let me... Why, yeah?
Yunli says she didn't steal the sword, and I am willing to believe her. But I know well that Yunli can be impulsive.
So she is
So
impulsive.
if she did steal the sword on a whim, I won't show her any. You were with Yunli yesterday, young lady, so you have the best chance to prove her innocence.
Did she come to you afterwards?
No, she was still mad at me, so she didn't come by. If she had come with you, she wouldn't be a suspect right now.
How was the sword delivered?
After the ceremony, Argenti carried the sword case, and together with the delegation, they were escorted by the Cloud Knights to the Artisanship Commission. The artisan there confirmed that the sword was safely stored.
That's all I have to ask.
I'm counting on you then.
Oh... Okay. Okay, Master Ganshu.
Yes, I received your message yesterday and went to the arsenal to check on it. But when I went back this morning, all that was left was the case. I don't know anything else, so asking more questions won't help, I'm afraid. However, as the Master Artisan of the Artisanship Commission, I've got to clarify something. Even though the sword was stolen, this commission is still highly secure.
I'm so surprised that you had the guts to say that.
Wait, no. I just remembered. My precious aromatons were smashed.
Yeah, I wonder who did that. Alright. Okay. How about... Yeah, let's talk to you. Dang it, you're not Whatever. Alright, let's call it to...
Who could have thought that the Mieka Kivesa would be stolen? And that the prime suspect is General White? Regardless, we've accomplished our mission. And now it's the Xianzhou's problem. By the way, why did that girl...
Because the sword can take over the leader's mind.
That's enough, young lady. Let me get something straight. On Kalevala, this sword has... The first master of the Mieka Kivesa slew countless demons and then passed it down to a line of... The monarchs would heed the guidance of the hero spirits within the sword and gain insight into defeating...
There's a common element in myths and legends.
Oh, of course, it could just be a myth. After all, no one has actually heard the sword speak.
Huh. Suspicious.
The point is that the Mieka Kivesa did help the ancestors of Kalevala build a strong foundation. It's definitely not a cursed sword.
Yeah, okay, I mean... okay. Let's see. I can't really ask you, can I? Can I just ask you?
If you've found any clues. All right. Come.
Okay. Yunli. Oh yeah, I need to talk to you.
I don't want to make things difficult for official Dahao. Let's do this if I can find that cursed sword.
That'll be too convenient. No, that'll make like you did steal it.
There's something else bothering me. Why would the thief take the sword, but leave the case behind? Did they melt?
Is it really? Maybe the case was too much trouble.
Yeah. Maybe. But if the case was too much trouble, wouldn't it be too conspicuous to carry around the sword like that? In plain sight?
Okay. Anyone else? else? Let me see. There's anyone else here. There's one Master Gonshu. Okay. There's that. There's you. Who else am I missing? Oh. Continue uses is indeed a sight to behold. As a beacon of rain, perhaps beauty that's drawn to attention. Regardless as how few pieces it must be wholesome trees to the thief. Sword case interior. The sword is mastered adorned metal art inlays, traces of pattern, and those subtly proclaim its origin of the little Jews Xingjiao Zuming. Sword case lock. The lock of medicine is nested within the case remains intact, bearing no marks of external force or tampering.
So, the thief took the sword from the case without picking the lock?
Open the sword case. You notice a few red on bond the sword case interior. It's hard to ignore, as if the crazy exists those who view from swords. Extract the red coloring from the interiors of the sword case. A few petals tittering from the brink of withering was precisely a single rose petal.
Why is this flower petal inside the case?
You close the case and put it back. Huh. Wait, what? Oh, I say rose petal back. You can hook him. Oh, so it's Argenti. He got possessed.
If you found any clues,
I am 100% sure Yunli didn't steal the sword.
Thank you. But
100% sure. Fine. Let me go through my reasoning again, and you can interrupt if anything feels off.
Okay.
Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission, and that was Miss Yunli.
Your statement isn't quite accurate.
True. But they all left after delivering the sword. And the craftsman overseeing the handover confirmed that they could. We looked into it as well. Before Gu Yun was handed over, the side crane at the entrance of the Artisanship Commission captured you leaving.
why would I dare leave through the main entrance after smashing?
Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission. And that was Miss Yunli.
On second thought, maybe...
Take your time. My reason, throughout the entire incident, there was only one... Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission, trying to take away Gu Yun. But you stopped her in her tracks.
What Dahao said seems right. Exactly. So at least Yunli didn't steal the...
If your testimony is reliable. Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission, trying to take away Gu Yun.
On second thought...
Take your time. My reasoning is, Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission, trying to take away Gu Yun.
On second thought...
Take your time.
Okay, so that's...
My reasoning is, Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission. After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone and stole Gu Yun. Wait, you messaged Master Gongshu? I had no idea. Well, that's some solid proof. However, it only proves the sword wasn't stolen up to that. After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone and stole Gu Yun.
On second thought...
Take your time.
Okay.
After bidding farewell to you, we haven't found any other suspects or evidence. After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone and stole Gu Yun.
On second thought...
Take your time.
Yeah, this is kind of confusing.
My reason, after bidding farewell... Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission, trying to take away Gu Yun.
On second thought...
Take your time. My reason... Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the... Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission. And that was Miss Yunli.
Yeah, what?
On second thought,
Take your time. Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission, and that was Miss Yunli.
on second thought,
Take your time. Throughout the entire Miss Yunli, after bidding farewell to you, we haven't found any other suspects.
can I prove this?
Throughout the entire incident, there was Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission trying to take away Guyun. But you stopped her in her after bidding farewell to you. Yunli pretended to leave.
After Yunli and I went our separate ways, and much later, Master Gongshu told me the sword was confirmed safe. So up until that point, can I prove this?
After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to leave, but snuck into the arsenal alone and stole Guyun.
On second thought,
Take your time.
That's not.
My reasoning is, after bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended to
on second thought, maybe.
Take your time. After bidding farewell to you, Yunli pretended.
On second thought, maybe.
Take your time. My reasoning is, after bidding farewell to you, Yunli Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission trying to take away Guyun. But you stopped her in her tracks.
On second thought, maybe let.
Take your time. Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission trying to take away Guyun.
On second thought,
Take your time. Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission trying to take away Guyun.
on second thought,
Take your time.
Oh, wow.
My reasoning is solid. Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the throughout the entire incident. There was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission.
on second thought, maybe.
Take your time. Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke.
On second thought,
Take your time. Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisan.
on second thought,
Take your
Okay,
time.
That's not gonna work.
Throughout the entire incident, there was only one suspect who broke into the Artisanship Commission. And that was Miss Yunli caused a ruckus at the Artisanship Commission trying to. After bidding farewell to you, we haven't found any other suspects or evidence.
I found this in the crevice.
A rose petal? Huh.
I don't know. But I do know that wherever that Knight of Beauty goes, he all.
Oh, wow. Finally.
My thoughts are a mess. Let me sort them out. The sword case was never locked, which is evidence that only someone who delivered the sword could have done that. And the rose petal was probably left behind by that Knight of Beauty. But how did he manage to take the sword from the Artisanship Commission? Why did he steal it after returning it here? And why would he leave that
How am I supposed to know?
I know. Guyun flew out of the case on its own. The Knight of Beauty only unlocked the.
Don't be ridiculous. How can a sword escape? I've only heard about the Mieka Kifesa being able to fly in legends. But even if it...
Like I said, the sword contains a heliobus. Argenti must have been under the control of the sword.
Official Dahao, where can we find that knight?
Let me see.
Let's go. We've got to find Argenti before that.
Okay. Okay, then. Here we go. To prepare myself. Because sometimes Argenti can be quite tough or quite easy. You know?
It's still early. Where to now?
So we had to change my setup. And let's do.
Asta! Here's the key. Gotta go now. Bye.
And so do this. And let's increase the crit rate.
This humble abode welcomes you.
He has a chair. Why is In the course card, he sees or rather, he seems to sell you out. 15 on the mux. 6. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he has it.
I've been waiting for you here for quite a while.
Knight of Beauty. You're the one who stole Guyun, right?
Dangerous? In my humble opinion, the real danger is always the hand wielding the weapon.
Why steal Guyun now?
Please allow me to correct your statement. I never attempted to steal this weapon. As a Drilla's knight, I've sworn to live in poverty and possess only what is necessary.
What?
I agreed to assist Master Guyun in its escape from the Xianzhou. As the person who pulled it from the stone monument, captivated by its beauty, I couldn't stay in the arsenal to convince the craftsman, nor did I want to take the sword like a thief. That's why I left behind a small piece of evidence that pointed to my identity, in the hope of an open and honest conversation.
Whatever your reasons are, you're planning to take the cursed sword.
Back then, it was the beauty of Master Guyun that impressed me, so I willingly embarked on the journey to return the sword. But unfortunately, Master Guyun's homeland is no longer the ideal place for it to return to. As a Knight of Beauty, I must not abandon it halfway.
Oh no. He's
Because I could double miss. Okay, somehow.
The solution is right in your hand.
Captivated? No, I am touched by Master Guyun. To be honest, I'm confused why none of you can understand this sword. This is quite heartrending. I've already made up my mind to take Master Guyun away from—
That cursed sword has messed with your ability to think. But I'll break you free from its grip. I'll
Fair lady, if you're intent on taking away this person, this sword that is under my protection, please engage me with a fair duel according to knightly As a representative of this duel, I, Argenti, challenge you.
A representative?
I swear on the spirit of chivalry, in front of Adrilla the Beauty, that I will represent Master Guyun in this duel. If I win, you will allow Master Guyun to leave the Xianzhou with me. And if you best me, Miss Yunli, I'll accept my defeat and turn Master Guyun over to— Do you accept my challenge, Miss Yun?
Fine. Let's see whose desire is stronger. Your desire to take it away, or my show me what you've got.
Yeah, I like how they didn't even interject. It's like, yeah, there's a watching conversation.
You're not going to use Guyun to fight for victory?
Well, I know a thing or two about swordplay. In a proper duel like this, a knight should rely on the skills he's honed day and night.
You know who I am. Ever see a diamond this big?
You're a real weirdo.
Yours.
Oh wow.
Maybe you can keep it down?
I sense a storm. Awaken, dormant scales.
Delve, hidden moon. World-cleansing dragon.
I don't remember inviting you. Everything is ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. Look out! Somebody help me!
You're fighting a gentleman. My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
Ow! What are you looking at? Huh?
Heaven's surge. God-bearing dragon. Rise.
Time to twirl!
Yeah. Here we go.
Demons, depart!
loyalty.
Pick on
Do you
someone
know
your
who I
own
am?
size.
Ever see a diamond this big? Oh, it's all yours. You must be honored to meet me. This is gonna hurt.
I wish not to use the strength.
A guest with no manners, huh? Everything is ordained by the star. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. Give me strength. How appropriate.
Behold, this symbol of pure beauty. Yeah.
Awaken dormant scales. Delve hidden moon. World cleansing dragon.
Look out. I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Demons, depart!
Do not fret.
Let the duel commence. Confess.
What are you looking at?
Okay.
This is gonna hurt.
I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Celestial dragon. Clunk.
My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
Don't!
No, that's not gonna work.
Can you see the stars from here, too?
Night of Beauty. You're not going to use Guyan to fight for victory?
Well, I know a thing or two about swordplay. In a proper duel like
You're
this,
supposed to be
a knight
stronger.
should rely on the skills he's honed day and night.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond
You're
this
a
big?
real weirdo.
All yours. Maybe you can keep it down?
I wish not to use the strength.
Time to twirl!
Awaken dormant scales. Delve hidden moon. World cleansing dragon.
I don't remember inviting you. Everything is ordained by the star. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. Time for a shot. Savor the vigor of life.
is fantastic.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
How appropriate.
Let the duel commence. My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
You're in bad shape.
I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Celestial dragon. Clunk!
I wish I can.
Look out!
Confess.
You're not going to use Guyan to fight for victory?
Well, I know a thing or two about swordplay. In a proper duel like this, a knight should rely on the skills he's honed day and night.
You're a real weirdo.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours. Hey!
The strength.
Time to twirl.
Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Who invited you? Everything is ordained. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Do not fret.
You're fighting a gentleman. Put forth all your might.
What are you looking at? Time to twirl.
Time for a shot.
Saving me won't earn.
I sense a storm.
Rise to the challenge. Confess.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Rise to the challenge. A flesh wound.
Huh?
That's better.
Do not fret.
Bear witness to
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Saving me won't earn you any favors.
rise to the challenge.
No manners, huh?
Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Everything is ordained by those stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
You're fighting a gentleman. Let thy move.
Naughty child.
Do not fret. Heaven's surge. Rise!
Time to twirl!
Huh? But I want to know more.
Put forth all your might.
Time for a shot.
Oh wow, this is not going well.
That's better.
Do not fret.
Behold, this symbol of pure.
Do not fret.
Let the duel commence.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Do not fret.
Put forth all your might.
Oh, Grace. Awaken, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
You're not going to use Guyan to fight for victory?
Well, I know a thing or two about swordplay. In a proper duel like this, a knight should rely on the skills he's honed day and night.
This big diamond! It's all
You're a real weirdo.
Time to twirl!
Awaken, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Time to twirl! Who invited you? Everything is ordained by those stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. Huh?
Naughty child. Nap time.
The flesh wound. You're fighting a gentleman.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Do not fret.
Put forth all your might.
Oh, Grace.
What are you looking at?
Time for a shot. That's better.
Saving me won't earn you any favors. Honored to meet me.
Confess.
Inevitable.
No manners, huh? Who will it be? Everything is ordained. Those stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Do you know who I am?
This big diamond! It's all yours!
Rise to the challenge. Bear witness to
Huh? Time to twirl!
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
I sense a storm.
Time to twirl!
Awaken, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
rise to the
Naughty
challenge.
child.
How appropriate.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
How appropriate.
Let the duel commence. Pledge thy loyalty.
Heaven's surge. Rise.
Huh?
Ha! Put forth all your might.
That's better.
Do not fret.
Behold, this symbol of pure
Do you know
beauty.
who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Right, you're fighting a gentleman.
The strength.
Time to twirl!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Confess. Put forth all your might.
Oh, Grace.
Hey! Time to twirl!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
How appropriate.
Rise to the challenge.
Awaken, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Time to twirl!
Let the duel commence. Put forth all your might.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
I sense a storm.
Alright.
Heaven's surge. Break.
Rise to the behold, this symbol of pure. You're fighting a gentleman.
Naughty child. What are you looking at?
Pledge thine loyalty.
Inevitable.
Put forth all your might.
Not yet.
Not now.
This is not working.
You're not going to use Guyan to fight for victory? Melt!
Well, I know a thing or two about swordplay. In a proper duel like this, a knight should rely on the skills he's honed day and night.
Do you know who I am?
You're a real weirdo.
Flesh wound.
Time to twirl!
Awaken, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Time to twirl!
Slap!
Let the duel commence. Put forth all your might.
Right on time.
Flesh wound.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Rise!
Strike! Melt!
Pledge thine loyalty.
I sense a storm.
Alright, I'm back. It took a long while.
Melt!
But, you know, I finally was able to get him. For my strategy was kind of like weird. Dude, I'm so surprised the weakest character was able to beat him, but oh well. I'll probably have to cut a few things because
I've lost. According to the rules of a knight's duel. But before I do that, I hope that you, as the winner...
This sword has been cursed since the day it was...
Do what she says, knight.
But...
You've done so much for me already. I'm weary of fighting. I just want to share my past with you. After that, I'll leave my destiny.
Afraid? Well, you do have a different aura from other cursed swords. But you're just trying to use...
Well, you know best that a single touch won't snatch away anyone's.
Just be careful.
Fine.
It's funny, I'm actually
Intercepting sword technique.
that's not what I want. Like, can I just talk to you? Wait, so he was not really possessed? Was he?
It's already impossible to contact the main Cloud Knight forces. What awaits me will be a long and lonely war.
Follow me.
Is this...
They can have memories, I'm more surprised about that.
It's so cold here. I didn't feel it when I was in the thick of battle, but now it's freezing me to the bone. You're indeed a masterpiece from the Xianzhou Juming. If you hadn't taken control of my body...
Quiet, and stay alert. Boris and Wolf Troopers never give up.
Hey, just relax a bit. It's been over 300 days since we were both stranded on this planet. The transmitter never rings, so I guess we can't count on that any. The people on this planet still use beasts to pull their carts. Obviously, there's no way they can help us fix the stars.
The rest of a Xianzhou native's life could be terribly long. Are you feeling any desperation? All by yourself?
Yeah, a bit.
When things get too rough for you to handle, just leave everything to me. No need to carry...
Yeah, sure. If I really can't handle things anymore, but now is not that time.
Do you really think you can oppose an entire Borisan army with your limited skills? What are you holding up?
It's true that I'm stranded here. But it seems like that Borisan... By the way, Guyan, do you know what a seed is? A seed may seem insignificant, but with careful cultivation and time, you said that the rest of a Xianzhou native's life could be terribly long. You're right. That's why I intend to plant a seed named Resistance here, and nurture it for the rest of my life. I want to show the people of this land how to defend themselves against those monsters. I can already see the seed in the eyes of those people.
You really think you can do it? Why not just give me control?
What was the...
It was a memory of me and a Cloud Knight. We crash-landed on a planet occupied by Borisan.
I can feel that it was a...
True.
I'm alive. But all the young people in the village...
They died. They died for you. They died because of your big promises. Promising them, I tasted their despair before death.
We can't stay here.
Why? What's the point? You and your sorry excuse for an army have been fighting for over 3 decades, and you haven't won a single battle. This world is hopeless. You've seen their numbers, and you know their methods. And those commoners you've put your hopes in, they just kneeled down and worship the monsters devouring their children. You beheaded one of the Beastmasters for their sake, but they turned on you because they were scared of the Borisan taking revenge.
I do. I remember my first death, but I also remember that if it weren't for a brave youngster who risked his neck to reattach my head and give me a proper burial, I would have disappeared. I remember everything the people did for me. They left food at the entrance of my cave, fixed my... The rest of the Xianzhou native's life is still terribly long. And there...
You said it was a lonely... No. It wasn't a... So much despair.
Where are you going, Your Highness?
I'm returning to my homeland. A distant place beyond the...
But what should we do with you gone? What if those wolf demons show up again?
They won't, my child. You've wiped out the last of them. But before I go, I need you to do one thing for me. Even though the wolf demons are gone, new monsters will appear in this world. Soon, a demon will appear, donning golden branches and knowing only bloodshed. However, fear not. I'm entrusting you with this sword that's been with me in countless battles. Use the skills I've taught you over the years. But that's not all. I need you to construct a stone monument for me. It must be large and sturdy enough to seal the remains of that demon forever. This is a debt you owe me, and you must...
You lied to them. And you
Oh?
You promised that you'd give your body to me. When you...
Well, this Xianzhou native's life has finally come to an end. How about one last chance for revenge?
He had long since come to some understanding. It wasn't bloodlust, or anger, or fear.
They've learned how to fight monsters. But there's still one last monster lingering in the world. Kill it, my old friend. He left me there without ever looking back.
Huh.
Thank you, my old friend. Heliobi, how do my emotions taste?
A hint of bitter compassion and a touch of scalding courage. Your heart's deepest desire is to end war once and for now. The war is finally over. Even though you can't hear me anymore, my old friend. I'll do everything I can to bring an end to all conflicts in this world.
Wow.
So, this is the past of the Kalevalan people's Sword of Heroes? You helped the people of that world bring an...
No, I did not. I am a weapon, and I only became the cause of countless monarchs of Kalevala saw me as a symbol of kingship endowed by nature. And they waged wars in order to possess me. I grew tired of their wicked intentions. I didn't want to kill for anyone anymore, so I returned to the stone monument where my master was buried. And since then, no one.
But you allowed Argenti to take you...
Because even after all this time, I still wanted my master to come home.
Wow, that's a golden branches.
During the sword gifting ceremony, I felt anguish when I learned that I would be handed over to the most skilled swordmaster and once again become a tool for my master had engraved his deepest desire into my blade. End war. As a weapon, my purpose was predetermined from the start. I had to become a deadly sword that would relentlessly... But once I fulfilled my mission, would I have the right to choose my own destiny like he did? So, I asked the Knight of Beauty to help me break free from this never-ending cycle.
These thousands of years have naturally turned into memories. I think I understand the beauty the knight was talking about.
I don't want to be a sword that brings death. My war ended long ago. The years spent as a tombstone were my finest.
Huh, wow. So what happens next? No, really, I'm curious. What will happen next now?
I've told you everything about my experience with Master Guyan on Kalevala. And now, I'm sure that Miss Yunli is as moved.
Even though I had heard the legends of this sword from the delegation, delving into its memories was still fascinating. Yunli.
I had no idea that this sword could have such a past.
It wasn't until I held Guyan in my hands that I could sense its thoughts and unspoken words. I always thought a cursed sword infused with a heliobus would only bring rage and slaughter. I never thought someone could leave behind the desire to end war and even change the nature. My position was too extreme. Guyan is truly a sword of heroes. I'm sorry.
Now that we've proven Miss Yunli's innocence and found the sword, should we now return it to the...
No. I'm still going to melt down.
Oh, you mean.
I've heard your true desires, Guyan. I can sense that you're tired of being a sword. Constantly serving new masters.
But being a sword is my destiny. I'm doomed to serve some master and fight battles endlessly. Can the wind choose to stop blowing? Can a cloud choose to stop drifting? No. It's the same for me. A creation.
That's not true, Guyan. That nameless sword master shaped his...
I just can't picture my destiny being anything other than that of a sword.
Do you remember when you stood alone in front of the Swordmaster's stone monument? People admired you because you carried the memories of the hero. You are no longer a sword. You were a memorial.
Later, as I became worn and weathered, the gentle wind would pass through the hollows of my body, creating melodic tones that echoed in the distant mountains. I became a musical instrument then.
Can a creation become what it wants to be? The answer is yes. I'll grant your wish, Guyan.
Something different.
But this is the price for the war dance. If the Kalevalan delegation finds out...
Well, my granddaughter has always been stubborn. Are you really sure about this, Yunli?
What do you all think?
If that's what you want, I'm on board.
Fulfilling Master Guyan's wishes is the reason I came to the Xianzhou. With the driller's blessing, you could turn Master Guyan into a plow. But as long as it fulfills his wish to end war,
Then, I'll leave it to you.
These in the long furnace.
It's been an honor getting to know you like this.
The honor is mine. Thank you, Yunli.
Huh, that's incredibly methodical, isn't it?
Why the long face, my child? Are you feeling regret, perhaps? You were completely determined when melting down the sword. So, what?
Grandpa, I melted down the prize for the war dance.
Oh? Am I hearing right? This little girl is worried about her grandpa. Didn't see that coming.
If only I'd talked to you from the beginning, Grandpa. But at least Guyan got what it wanted.
When it comes to swords, you and your father are cut from the same cloth. So, are you planning to continue melting down the rest of...
Yeah. Guyan is unique. But the other cursed swords are still too dangerous. But maybe I'll try to be more...
Be more patient. Well said. Remember what you learned today, because there will be many more situations in the future that will require you to...
Understood. But what about the practice?
Well, ever since you showed up at the ceremony, I had a hunch. So I prepared another sword as a backup plan. And don't worry, this one has nothing to do with Heliobi.
That's perfect.
By the way, the ambassador from Kalevala and that knight went to Aurum Alley. They're looking for a spot to honor the hero. Why don't we go take a look together?
Let's go. Finally we can end this and I can actually do the Trailblaze mission.
Oh, General Huayan. What brings you here?
Well, my granddaughter was inspired by the heroic legends told by the Mie.
What is this gold sapling?
I come from a long line of Kalevalan monument keepers. For generations, my family has guarded the stone monument left behind by the nameless hero. Over the centuries, a golden tree sprouted from under the monument, and its branches have never withered. We Kalevalans see it as proof of the hero's existence. Before leaving Kalevala, I took a branch from that golden tree, hoping to plant it here to represent...
That sounds good. We Xianzhou people don't make coffins or set up memorials, so I'm sure he would be happy to rest here with...
The hero had asked our ancestors to carve something into the monument, so I made a copy of it. While the inscription is pretty worn with age.
I have drifted far from my homeland and am on the brink of death. Yet, I take solace in having honorably fulfilled. Should you feel compassion for me, kind traveler, please take a handful of soil hence and bring it back to the Lawfu. Mr. Pavo, I wonder if that hero ever left a name.
I apologize, but the hero's epic battles happened long ago, and he did not leave any name for us to call him. But in our mythology, he came from the heavens, and so we call him the Cloud.
Welcome home, Cloud Knight.
Now, you can also rest here, Guyan.
That's nice. Huh. Let me, can I just talk to him?
Now that my mission is accomplished, the delegation will be leaving the Xianzhou Lawfu soon. But of course, the experiences here will become an epilogue to the hero's stories. This golden sapling will become a part of the everyday scenery of the Xianzhou. I believe it's what he would have wanted.
That's nice.
As a punishment for being an accomplice in this theft, General Huayan assigned me to guard this golden sapling and recite the story of the hero and this legendary sword to passers-by. This is not a punishment at all, and I gladly accepted it. Spreading the message of beauty to the Xianzhou residents is exactly what I desire.
Yeah, you're entirely weirdo.
However, I plan to leave the Xianzhou soon and continue my travels. May our paths cross again in the vast cosmos, my dear friend.
Alright. Yunli.
I'm feeling a bit emotional. I'd like to stay here for a while. Thank you for your guidance. I'm truly grateful. By any chance, would you be interested in taking sword lessons with me? Like March?
Maybe not, I have my baseball bat. That's the end of that conversation. Well, I shall see you next time. This was a fun quest to do. So that'll be it for the Shenzhou for now. So I shall see you next time. Oh, Meg, out. Bye.